Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we have a very different type of look. So I have obviously more traditional jewelry on. I have these really beautiful earrings, which honestly took so long to get on because this ear was like closed and it didn't want to go in, but we're here in one piece. So today's look is going to be the ultimate brown smoky eye. This is one of my favorite looks and I love recreating this, especially for like weddings and more big kind of events where certain times you don't know the type of look that you're going for, you don't know the type of eye that you want to do. So this type of eye is going to go with any skin tone, any eye shape, and it's just the perfect kind of glam that I always go towards. So if you do want to stay tuned and see how I create this look, then please keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in my eyebrows, and I'm going to use the soft brown from Anastasia, the pomade. So I'm going to take this on a angled brush like this. This one is from Morphe, and I'm really just going to define my eyebrows. So I'm going to keep the natural shape of it, and all I'm going to do is just kind of make them a little bit more thicker, but more towards like the outer end of it. Okay, next, taking this Busy Gal Brow Gel from Tarte. Okay, now since I've done my eyebrows, I'm just going to carve out my brows and also cover my whole lid to prep for the eyeshadow. There's like a certain kind of satisfaction that you get just from carving out your brows. Like, look at that. I could go stab someone with it. I'm gonna take a setting brush, like a small concealer brush, and I'm gonna take some setting powder. This one is from Dermablend, and I'm just quickly gonna set my lids. Okay, so for the perfect smoky eye, we're going to use the Perfect Smoky palette. This one is Soft Glam by Anastasia, and this is my by far favorite for a smoky eye. I use it for all my clients and for myself. So I'm going to go in with the shade called Orange Soda, and this one's going to be our transition. So I'm going to take this on a big fluffy brush, and this one is from Morphe, and we are just going to find our crease and just start blending our crease. And this is just to help us like guide our shadow and our placement. Okay, once we've kind of found the transition shade and we've laid it on top, we're going to go in with a darker color. So I'm going to use Burnt Orange on the bottom, and it's just a darker kind of brownish orange color. I'm still using the same brush, and we're going to go over that area just to kind of deepen it up. And you can see I'm almost taking it to the brow bone. Okay, so now that we've laid the two transition shades on, I'm going to go in with Sienna, this one right here, and it's more of like a brownish kind of taupey color, and I'm still going to be using the same fluffy brush, and I'm going to pick some of this up, tap off the excess, and now we are just going to focus on the outer corner of the eye, and first I'm just going to pack it there, and then I'm going to start blending it up into the crease. So wind wiper motions and bringing it down, but the concentration of the color should be in this socket right here. You are also going to measure it too to see, because we want it to be blown out to the same proportion. So that's very important to keep track of how far you go up into the eye. So I take it just all the way up to tail of my brow is on both ends, and I just blow it out there. So now we're going to change our brush, and I'm going to go in with this Morphe kind of pencil brush. It's a bit more tapered, and now we're going to start building up the smokiness, because right now we just did the transition, and the color that I'm going to go in with is called Rustic, same palette still, and we're taking that, packing on the color, tapping off the excess, and we're going to go in to the outer third of the eye, and we're lightly just going to start blending it just into that area. We're not taking it up yet, but just the outer corner. So taking the shade Cypress Umber, I am going to take the same brush that we used to put on Rustic, and I'm going to take some on the brush, tap off the excess, and take it into the inner corner like we did with the other shade, and slowly buff it out. Okay, next we are going to go in with this shimmery color called Glistening. Second color right here. It's a really pretty like goldy flexy color. I'm going to take my ring finger and I'm going to take some on the back of my finger, and I'm slowly just going to pack it into the inner corner all the way to the outer third of the eye. Next, I'm going to go in with a black, and this one in the same palette called Noir. Pop right on the outer corner. Okay, next I'm going to apply some black eyeliner, and I'm going to use this one from Benefit called Roller Lash, and we're going to do a thin line from the center, and I'm just going to make it fatter and fatter and fatter and just kind of wing it out. Alright, so I just applied some mascara and some falsies. Now, once I do that, what I always like to do is I like to go back into my darker color that I used just to intensify the outer corner, because certain times with lashes, they give you that wisp and we need that extra dimension. So I'm going to take Cypress Umber and Noir. I'm going to take these two together just a little bit on the same kind of pencil brush that we used, and just on the outer corner I'm just going to intensify the shadow a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to take this little spongy brush right here, and I'm just going to take the shade Glistening, which we took as our shimmer shade, and I'm just going to pop it into my tear duct and on my brow bone. Okay, so moving on to the skin, I'm going to take my Professional primer in my fingers, and I'm just going to go into my T-zone just to help keep the makeup lasting long and for my oily skin. Okay, next, we're going to do a bit of correction, and I'm going to go in with my Clinique apricot corrector. I'm going to take some on my finger, and I'm just going to go in to the areas that are a little bit more darker, so like the inner corners of the eye, and I'm going to take it a little bit around the mouth just so it looks very seamless. So you need very little, and I just like to blend it out. For foundation, I'm going to go in with two, and I'm going to use my Becca Full Coverage Foundation. This is the Ultimate Coverage Complexion Foundation. They do have newer packaging now. This is the older packaging. It comes in a glass case. This is my favorite for full coverage. Like, if you want full coverage that your skin doesn't peek through, then this is your best friend. Now, since this is a little bit thicker, I'm going to go in, I'm going to mix it in with my Smashbox Studio Full Coverage 24-hour. So I'm going to use both of these together. So just a little bit of both. One is a little bit darker and one is a little bit lighter. So I'm going to mix them and pop it on my face. Taking my damp beauty blender, I'm just going to pound it out. And lay my concealer and my contour. So I'm going to go in with my all-time favorite, my Tarte Light Neutral concealer, and this is in a lighter shade, so I'm going to use this to brighten, so just in the inner corners, dragging it out. And since this is a full glam, I'm going to go a little bit more heavier with the concealer as well. And I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I am just going to take it on the three, so just on the sides of my face, and just blend it out with the concealer. Okay, so now since I put both, I'm going to start off with blending out the concealer, and then I'm going to go in with the contour so that way it doesn't get muddy. So now with my damp beauty blender, I'm going to go in with the contours. Okay, I'm just going to take a clean brush and I'm just going to go over the whole face to kind of get rid of any harshness. Right, now I'm going to take my Dermablend loose powder and with the same beauty blender, I'm going to set my whole entire face. So for blush, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Paris Infallible Blush Kit, and I'm going to use this orange right here mixed in with this light pink. Moving on to highlight, I'm going to use my Ofra highlighter in the shade Rodeo Drive and just highlight the high points of my face. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to do a very neutral lip. We're going to keep it subtle. So I'm going to use my KKW lip liner in the shade Nude 2 and just line my lips. And I like to overdraw the top one just a tad bit, but just kind of even them out. For my lipstick, I'm going to go in with MAC, and this is called Honeymoon. So I'm going to take it right into the center and just blend it out. There's no harshness between the lip and the lip liner. I'm going to take a lip brush and I'm just going to fan out the lip liner on the outer edge.
And this draws us to the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you guys think down below and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!